All right, all right, all right, all right. Shalom, shalom, Sister Deborah, prophetess in the wilderness. And you know what? That's all right with me. Coming again on this devil platform with another message. And I will say this is a lovely, lovely early, uh, no, it's afternoon that the Most High God has made. And I, Sister Deborah, shall and I will rest her in. Part 2. Somewhere along the line, my whole system shut down. Shut down. But I'm coming back again. What is going on? It's this part 2. I'm gonna make this part 2 of what is going on. Okay, being so my computer shut down on me on part 1, so I'm gonna make this part 2. And I want to just continue in what I was saying prior, at least if I can remember. I want to say to you all that I have to learn by the Holy Spirit in me how to embrace a day as this. Okay. It is someday. I'm telling you guys, it is someday. And when the Father take out the time to reveal certain things, pretty much things that he feel that he needs his servants to know, it's because he want them to be prepared from the inside out and the outside in. So the things that need be that shall come to pass in such a critical time period as this, where all the plagues are being poured out and things are being taken overlooked in the spirit realm as to a way of showing you how things are going to pan out. Many people are bypassing it because no one really cares for what actually is taking place. But what Sister Deborah said all the time, I'm not a dead prophet, I'm a living one. And what that being said is that I'm going to experience it with you. Okay. And in the process of experiencing it with you, I'm going to speak to you regarding it as the steps continue. The best thing is to be able to have an opportunity, someone give you the feedback in such a midnight time, not time, day as this. From what I'm feeling as a prophetess, I'm feeling that the Father has really turned over these days to the hand of darkness, to the hands of Satan and his crew. Can I say that it is affecting me? Yes, 100%. I will not deny that he is greater in me than he that is in the world. If he is so great in me, wouldn't he express to me and explain to me what is in the world? Now, if he's not as great as he said that he would be in us, then he that is in the world, then therefore he's not going to prepare you from the inside regarding the darkness on the outside. But by him being greater in me than he is in the world, he wants me to know what the world is doing in this day and going to be doing and have done. So Sister Deborah is saying to you, you do not have the Holy Spirit, the Ruach HaKodesh of the Most High Yah, if he's not in you, revealing to you the darkness that's on the outside of you, because that's what makes him great. He's greater in you than he that is in the world. Who is he that is in the world? Sin, wicked, evil, darkness. So why would he sit in you being the greatest and not reveal to you the other side? What work will he be? Who would he even think that he could be? Being in you, but not revealing to you what's on the outside of you. That's what makes him so great in me. That's why I know he is who he say he is. That's why I trust in him and who he is, because he revealed things to me. See, a lot of people call it bad vibes and negative energy, because he that is on the outside wants you to see himself as the light, as the greatest, as the best. But when you know that greater is he that is in thee than he that's in the whole world. He would have to be the greatest in Sister Deborah, because he's the only one. It's nobody on these devil platform revealing to me light. There's nobody on this devil platforms in these churches, these synagogues, in these pastors, these bishops, these prophets, these prophetess, these evangelists, these Moris, these seers, these watchmen. They ain't revealing the light to me. They ain't revealing spirit and truth to me. But he that is in me is revealing these things in me. So if he's revealing these things in me and I'm saluting his greatness, he's going to reveal the darkness that's on the outside of me. This is why Sister Deborah can come so bold and proud in this day and time, in spite of how much he has authority he has given Satan in this day and time. I'm going to trust in him being the light in me and greater in me than anything that's on the outside of who is in me. Okay, so like I just explained in part 1, that to me should have cracked a lot of eggs. Just knowing, train up a child in the way that he should go. How are you going to train him? In the way he should go. Wait a minute, hold up. Who's saying this? And what way is it he should go? Righteousness. 99 trillion would know that on these devil platforms, in their church, in their synagogue, in their temple, because they never wanted to hear from Yah's prophets. They always wanted the false prophets. And you know what? I'm gonna tell y'all something. I like that fish Simon. I think that's how you pronounce Simon. And I was trying to figure out, why is it the farm raised tastes better than the one in the ocean? You see? And then I said, you know what? I've been a professional cook for too long to accept the farm raised, which is the worst one, and feel that it tastes better. This time, I got me the wild catch. That means from the ocean. And let me tell you something. When I finished with that, it was kicking. Why? Because I insist. I no longer want to buy the farm rate over the one that is natural and produced in the ocean. No, it's what you do with it. And that's just like the Holy Spirit in you, the light in you, spirit and truth in you. You don't have to be out here trying to feed all that good nourish to the spirit and all those plates full of food to a bunch of worldly matter. Wait on the Most High. Let him lead you and guide you and show you the way to the ear that can hear the food that he has for them. Because the day that we are in, it is someday. I sit back and I see it all, you guys. And the way I see it, it doesn't matter how you see it. It doesn't matter how they see it. I see it as he has shown it to me, and I don't take it no other way but the way he has revealed it to me. Why? Because there's so many voices in the land giving it the lead way. So you won't be able to even prepare your inner man for anything outside of what you see on your outer. Let's take, for instance, here we are over in Israel. I was at the store yesterday, and this one lady, she's a loud mouth, and every word come out of her mouth got to be a cursing word. And she was talking about, do y'all see what they doing over to the people over in Israel? They bombing Israel, acting like Israel is all that and all. Bag up and go into my store, because I was like, I'm not going to entertain this and let them stay out there talking. And when she came in the store, she felt offended because I said to her, let me show you something here. This is the one you talking about. This is them in Revelation. She can't see none of that. That's why you can't give food to the seed of Satan. I want you all to understand Genesis chapter 3 and 15. Because I, as a prophet, is in the wilderness to ask all kind of questions in the wilderness all the time. Why did you address the serpent first? Because the serpent let Satan deceive him. You see? So he addressed the serpent and Satan at the same time. How? Why? And my thing, but Adam and Eve, no, Deborah. Adam and Eve was a part of Satan's crew from the beginning. Did you ever think, Deborah, why was I putting the knowledge of good and evil in the garden, period? If they were without sin and they were so perfect. If they were if they were so perfect and without sin, wouldn't you think, Deborah, they would go to the tree of life? That fits them, that is them? No, Deborah. Their destiny from heaven. See, that's what y'all keep messing up from the floor with. No one wants to receive who the Father is in the spirit realm where everything was created and orchestrated. That's what you need to go back to. And you really don't need to go back to it because who you are on the inside is your true identity. It's not who you fake it and try to make it. It's not who you try to portray to be on the outside. It's just who you are. That's why when I used to ask you all, well, you should know who you are. The Father already let me know. They know. And I said, but Father, that's sad. He said, they know. Even though if they come to your page, they know. They already know. They knew. They know they ain't representing me. He said, but Deborah, let them come to the white throne. Praise the mighty Yah. The mighty Yah. Let them come on to the white throne with that. Because heaven's already got you wrote in as who you are. I couldn't even afford to get down here to try to fake it to make it. Because the one that's greater in me was in me before the foundation of the world. That's why I can remember since I was 4. 99.9 couldn't get on this devil platform and tell you nothing about how the Most High been walking with them that length of time. You know why? Because he haven't. He chose his own time with each individual that sat in him to them. Never have I in all my life seen Genesis chapter 3 and 15 broke down in the spirit realm. Even to today, you get these here people on this devil platform, they want you to think that they are holier than thou. They are the children of the Most High. They are the elect. They are the chosen. They are the called. They are the everything. And far from spirit and truth could possibly be. Because they spill nothing out. But it's okay. That's who they are. When, Deborah, go back to Genesis chapter 3. Me speaking to Satan as the serpent, I was letting him know right then and there. Heavens had already divided. Heavens had already put something between my spiritual seed and his serpent seed. Praise the mighty God. So look like a lot of people been faking it and trying to make it, Father. He said they are. That's why they don't know who they are. That's why they don't have no mission in them. That's why they don't have no purpose in them. That's why they can't minister to no one. They can't talk about Yah to no one. They can't reveal nothing to no one. They can't teach nothing to no one. They won't even speak Yah's name among the people they have lived around and they're living around. Co-workers, anywhere, friends, neighbors. Oh, no. You are the serpent seed. And I know it. You're going to fake it until you make it. At least you're going to hope that you can walk up to that white throne and say, He said, no, let him come on to my white throne, devil. Let him come to that white throne. Because if the earth and the heavens flee once they saw the face on the white throne, who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? And this is where we are at today. So if you wonder what's going on, you going on. You're still stuck in the same thing, the same person, the same mission, the same idea, the same mindset, and the same spirit of wicked and evil. Nothing about you represent the Most High God. But yet, you think that you're going to be the one to get up out of here. He said to them, my servants. When he say my servants, mark my servants, he's not saying that his servants are going to get out of here without experiencing things. Oh no, they're gonna get. Oh wait a minute. They're gonna. Sister Deborah she gonna feel some stuff. You think I ain't feeling it? I'm feeling it, y'all. And I'm gonna be honest. I feel it up to like 85%. I feel that thing. I feel it. What do you feel? Spirit and truth. I feel it is being walked out, up, and walked down on the earth. I feel these things in which he has already prophesied. I'm not out here to deceive you, to follow my page and to like my page and subscribe to me or support me. I'm here to tell you, really, honestly, tell you the truth, to tell you and to reveal to you out of the words in which I speak, really who you are, more so than anything. So when you see this world the way that it is, Sister Deborah, is embracing it from the inside, where the Ruach HaKodesh resides. He's molding me from the inside, where he is great, to the outside. So when I see these things, I can speak them unto you. What is going on? When you see what's going on over in Israel, you still got to pull up to one place. Let me go there. Matthew 24. One thing about Matthew 24 and 25, it's rubbing all up on Revelation. Matthew 24 and 25 is rubbing all up on Revelation. That lead me to understand there's not a bishop, priest, an apostle, teacher, pastor, evangelist, Maureen, seer, watchman could be able to have the opportunity to teach Matthew 24 and 25 without revelation. It's impossible. They working hand in hand. So when you go here in Matthew's chapter 24, okay, this is where we are at today. When you go to Matthew's verse 24, also we're right there at Revelation 8. We just came. We tapering off Matthew 7. We're running into Matthew 8, and then you're gonna see us again into Matthew 9. They might touch tag, like one might come in, the other might hit it and take it from there. But Matthew's is a part of it. Listen to this. In Matthew's chapter 24 and verse 6, it says, first and foremost, he wants you to understand, and this is the part that I realize that it's over to the point where people ain't gonna get truth. They ain't gonna have spirit and truth. They ain't gonna have the light. When you get to Matthew's chapter 24 and verse 5, let's go bounce it up to verse 4. Yeshua is saying something to privately on Mount Olive to his disciples. He said in verse 4, Matthew 24 and verse 4, and Yeshua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. So right then it gives me the authority and the right and the power through the Ruach HaKodesh to explain to you all that the first thing that's going to do is you being deceived. And if you have already been deceived, this is why Sister Deborah can say what she says about people trying to fake it till they make it. People are being deceived at great numbers. People don't know spirit and truth. That's being deceived. You don't know, and you're being deceived, and you're loving it. You're swimming in it. You're eating it. You're working with it. You're trying to measure it just to get you to fulfill your little life in which you thinking you're going to catch up on the end. No, you won't. Because what you are today in eternal. Let me say that again. Oh, you in trouble. What you are today is what you're going to be in eternal. And if you think where you at today is making it on this earth, know that. What does that match in the heavens? The lake of fire, or the eternal life. Come on now. You can match it. What you are and the way you relate your life and what you doing and how you doing, and your heart matches one or the other. Okay? And like I say, those that's out here that fake it until they make it, they always going to put themselves on a high pedestal. Oh, I got spirit and truth. I got the light. I know this. I know. No, you don't. Because your heart speaks different than your mouth. Okay. So in Matthew chapter 24 and verse 4, I like how Yeshua was saying to his disciples, no man take heed that no, N-O, deceive you. Don't let them deceive you. That's the number one. Verse 5, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ. Notice he said, many shall come in my name. What is your name? Yeshua. But they ain't saying Yeshua. Why ain't they? Because he ain't talking about his name as Yeshua. He's talking about the other part that detached to his name, which is Christ, which is the power. Many gonna come deceiving y'all in the power. YouTube 100%. 100%. Look, I got the power. I got 200,000 subscribers. I got the power. I got 1 million mic. I got the power. I got 1 million praise. I got the power. I got 1 million supporters. I got the power. That's the power. Many shall come and say that they are Christ. Christ is the power. Notice Yeshua ain't saying many's going to come to say that they are Yeshua. Many going to come to say they are Yeshua HaMashiach. The Father had him to drop off of him, man, born of a woman, and only put the power, which was Christ. 1 minute. I'm sorry. So then he said, Matthew 24 and verse 5, for many shall come in my name. See, 99 trillion wouldn't know what he's talking about. This is the part that bothers me a great deal, because it's what he have said in me so many times, but it still doesn't keep me from feeling this thing as a bunch of people lost. You see, that's why it's important to have the Holy Spirit, because it's one that comforts you in the midst of all the righteousness that he's teaching you, all the spirit and truth that he's teaching you, all the light that he's giving you. It helps you to endure it. What the world is doing, what the people are doing, what they're saying. See, it's endurance in that. It's long suffering in all of that. Because here you are, Yah abiding in you and teaching you from the inside out and the outside in. And here you have to live like Yeshua did. Thank the Most High that he only gave him 30-some years, because this sister been here 60-something. So therefore, that I need that same endurance. I need that same long suffering spirit from the Most High. Or the fact that you see us out here running your mouth to a bunch of people that ain't gonna get it no way, but yet because he built you a lane to run in, you still got to run in. That means you got to still run your mouth. You see, that's the difference. Okay, so what happened? So in Matthew's chapter 24 and verse 5, it says, and many shall come in my name saying, I am Christ. It means I am the power. 99 trillion on YouTube. That's what they're saying. They're saying that they're in there with God. They got his name right. They got his understanding. They got his wisdom. They got his knowledge. They have the truth, and they have righteous, and they have all of that. They're going to come in the power of who he is. Watch this here. And shall deceive many. So this one that he said that they're going to come and say that I am Christ, it's going to go down from teachers, pastors, evangelists, prophets, apostles, Maureen's, bishops, seers, priests, watchmen, They all are going to claim that they have the power. The power to do what? To teach you all. Can they really teach you without spirit and truth? No, no, ma'am. No, sir. They can't teach y'all without spirit and truth. Can they teach you without the light? No, ma'am. No, sir. They can't teach you without the light. But that's the part of coming to say, I got the power to teach you. You see, I have what it takes to teach you. This is what he warned his disciples. Now, you got to understand, Yeshua is warning his disciples privately on Mount Olive of something that he felt they need to be told and warned. But wait a minute, Yeshua, aren't the Holy Spirit coming to get them? You see, it didn't matter, Deborah. This thing is that deep. It don't matter if the Holy Spirit come the day of Pentecost coming down in like a rushing river and abiding, coming on them, in them, living through them. It's deceived. See, this deception and this deceit on this earth today, I rank it about 99. That's how much power in it. 99%. I see it every day, throughout the day. Trying to figure out how could that demon, how could that devil be able to have a multitude of people following him? And strictly everything they're doing is wicked and evil. How could that woman lead the multitude? Strictly no spirit and truth, no light, but yet you're leading the multitude. It's being done. So what he was warning in Matthew 25 is really what's going on today. Let's drop down to verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. Aren't we hearing that right as I speak? But what did he say? See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Now, see, when you all hear that, you hear one thing. When Sister Deborah hear it, I hear another. When you all hear that verse, I hear one thing, and you hear another. I hear something totally different. I hear, look, I don't want you to get caught up, Deborah. And every time you hear girl that's wicked and evil telling you a war here, a war here, a war here, a war here. So that was left for you, not you. Hello, I'm live. What is it? Something you need? No. Okay. I'll call you back. So what I'm saying is, that threw me all the way off, because when you know I'm on live, you know I don't answer. Why you keep calling? So regarding Matthew 26, I see one thing, you see another. I see one thing, you see another. I see one thing, you see another, and it's okay. Because like he told me, Deborah, go back to Genesis chapter 3, verse 15. I told Satan, I'm dividing mine from yours. What is it y'all don't get? So it is in his will, even to the end, that Satan separated from Yah's. So if people want to fake that they are Yah's and they really Satan, that's on them. It's okay. Let them come to the white throne. Tell them come to the white throne with that. You see? So when you get to Matthew chapter 24 and verse 6, it says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. Why he's saying that? He's saying it to me. He's letting me know that there's going to be wars you're going to hear. Notice it says here. You're going to hear these things about wars and rumors of wars. Don't let that break you nor make you. See that ye be not troubled. See it, Deborah. You're going to hear it, and because you see it, see that it don't trouble you. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. And when he said, but the end is not yet, because those wars that they are conducting is not carrying enough weight for you to be troubled. That's just as plain as day. What part is too hard to comprehend? He's sitting here telling them, and they ain't gonna be here. So who is he telling? Sister Deborah. There are gonna be wars and rumors of wars. Matthew chapter 24 and verse 6. but see and hear, ye be not troubled. For all these things, all what things? For all these things. What things? For all these things, Deborah, must come to pass, but the end is not yet. They're going to use the wars as a threat to Sister Deborah, to trouble Sister Deborah, to place in Sister Deborah's ears so her eyes and her ears can become troubled in her, because we got wars and rumors of wars. I see people on this devil platform who keep saying Yahuwah, Yahuwah, I have the Holy Spirit, I'm this and I'm that, but yet are troubled by the wars and rumors of wars. What the Father is saying to me, he ain't saying it to you. He's saying this to me. He ain't saying it to you. Here, let not it trouble you, because I got the beginning and the end to every war that's cutting up from the floor, and it's not it. Don't let the wars throw you off, is what he's saying. Don't let it throw you off, Deborah, because it's not it. There's many other things coming, Deborah, way beyond wars and rumors of wars. That's what he's trying to warn y'all today. But because so many people are on this devil platform teaching people trash, they can't seem to comprehend nothing, because they have no spirit in them of the Most High Yah. If you have his spirit, you have spirit and truth. And that's what you feed upon. That's the plate you set before people. That's the plate you speak on the mountain to the people regarding, holding the light. But instead, they speak warnings of what the world is doing. Now, when you see this here, I'm going to show you exactly what you're seeing. So now you see where he says in verse 6, and ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. He's talking to me. He ain't talking to you. He's talking to me. There should be famine and pestilence. No, that ain't it. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. He's giving you some sort of feedback that this is not it. This is never created to move you out of your spiritual walk. So don't let it come out of your lane. Stay in your lane, Deborah. Don't come out on the left. Don't come out on the right. Don't come out the back. Stay in your lane. Don't let them wars and rumors of wars throw you off. Stay in your lane. So then when you drop down to 7, now you can come over. Not out of your lane, but you can come into a message to be able to reveal how far off people really are in the DAY. Okay, and what is it? For nations shall rise against nations. Now let me pull up what's going on today. You hear this thing over in Israel against the Palestinians. Okay, they over there and say the Palestinians doing this to Israel. They're gonna always set it up from the floor up a lie. Always. They're gonna always make you think the Palestinians is wrong and Israel is right. 100%, no doubt about it. They've been doing this since the fake ones went over there. They've been faking it till they make it, and they know their ancestors died knowing that they weren't. They were the fake ones. They knew that. So the Palestinians is now going up against Israel. Okay, and Israel is going up against the Palestinians as they want you to see. But see, Sister Deborah can't see what you see. I got to step out of that realm of what the natural eyes see. Now I got to go into a spiritual realm. Wait a minute. Palestinians is actually Abraham's son, his firstborn. Okay, from the bond's woman. Okay, they're fighting the synagogue of Satan. See, this is why I say to you, y'all get y'all butts on this devil platform and hearing all this trash these people teaching y'all. There's no spirit and truth in what they're saying. Just a bunch of trash. Exactly what Yeshua was telling them on Mount Olive. You want to know what's going to happen in the days to come? Let me tell you one thing. Don't you be deceived. That's how easy being deceived can be. Because I believe once you deceive, there's no turning back, y'all. I really don't. Because for him to be on the mountain telling them not that, it's almost like, hey, it's an end game for you if you deceive. Woo-wee! It's an end game for you if you are deceived. So here, when I run up on verse 7, it says, nation shall rise against nation. Right there. I don't see what y'all see. Y'all run around here, oh, Israel at war, Palestine and Israel is war, or we at a war. Wait a minute. Did not it warn us to not be troubled by it? Because it's a setup from the floor. It's not, has not. Okay, what is going on? I got the bag right back up into Revelation 7 and 6. Because if I get caught up in the wars and rumors of wars, which man-made is out here doing throughout wicked and evil, what you see today is that Ishmael? Is that Abraham's son? Ishmael fighting against the synagogue of Satan. That's it. That's it. Why ain't we teaching and preaching that on here? Especially these so-called evil Israelites. Oh, no. They want you to think and feel that there's a war beyond a war. How is that showing you a history or giving you the prophecy and you can't see it in spirit and truth? So you're going to jump on the prophecy, but can't even define or justify the prophecy. They can't, because they don't know what they best bet is to deceive you. What Yeshua told the disciples, the 12 disciples, be not deceived. By what? What you hearing, what they telling you, what you see. Why? Because wars and rumors of wars ain't it. But what they do, they still teach it to you all. But when Sister Deborah got to see it, she can't see it like y'all see it. I have to see it in the spiritual realm. I see Abraham's son Ishmael fighting against the synagogue of Satan. That's what I see. And the Roman Catholics has the power that's involved in it. They are involved in it. To what? To take the whole world off of the course of what's happening in the spirit realm. That's the whole purpose. To throw you totally off of balance of what's taking place in the spiritual realm. But then Sister Deborah bagged that thing up and she bagged that thing down. She come back up into Matthew 24 and verse 7. She comes right back into Matthew 24 and verse 7. Then she'll go right back to Revelation chapter 7, running up in Revelation chapter 8. They ain't finna throw me off balance. I'm keeping up with the Most High Yah. I'm behind him. I see his every move. I'm running behind him. I ain't got time. Let's show you. Matthew 24 and verse 7. For nation shall rise up against nation. So what is happening, Deborah? What we as a nation, as the tribe of Judah, been doing all this time, killing one another, destroying one another, going up against each other, never working with each other. Nation against nation, meaning our own people against each other. Now the world is about to go up against each other. With nation against nation and kingdom against kingdom. This is how Babylon fell to the point of the debris. Is when all the nations, different nationalities and different nations are going to go up against each other, even those that they brought in here as those that is spoken about in Revelation chapter 18, verse 2. All those people coming in are devils. They are wicked and evil. And they got y'all thinking one way, but it's okay. It's okay to let the people think the way they want to think because it's over. It's finished in a way that, hey, y'all ain't finna pull up and give you nothing. Because your heart is not right. Your heart is not fixed on anything that's righteous. Okay, so what happened in Matthew 24 and verse 7, nation against nation, tell them what's going on. So when I pull up this in Revelation as in spirit and truth, I see nation against nation. You can't see it because your own tribe been fighting against each other since the beginning of time. We are an ugly people. Stiff-necked rebellion and disobedient don't have nothing on really who we are. That's why we can get up here and salute these men, training their men to kill these women. That's why these men are out here killing their women, their mother, their father, their sister, and their brother, and making sure they kill their brothers off. And their community, and their tribes. So we as a nation ain't going to have nothing to fight with no way because these other nations going to bring us down. And when I say we, the tribe of Judah, that's going to be left here. Not the one sealed that's going out of here, but the one that's going to be left here. Don't think for 1 minute that they're going somewhere. They're going to be resting right here. Now, this nation against nation is what Sister Deborah sees. So what Sister Deborah now got to see is she got to come back over to this country and see it in another line of spirit and truth. And what line is that? Now, also in the midst of this war against Abraham's son Ishmael and the synagogue of Satan. That's what you're dealing with, y'all. I know you don't want to call it that. You don't want to think it that. You want to give them the name Israel and all this and that. You can give them whatever you want to give them. It's broke up and it's broke down to the reality of the synagogue of Satan. Okay. So that's what Ishmael is fighting against. Can he win? Not against the synagogue of Satan. You see? Y'all don't get it. Why can't he win, Deborah? Let me take you where we at. Okay. In Matthew 24 and verse 7, nation against rise against nations. This is what is happening. This is where you get also in this country, the purge. While they are fighting over there fighting, you got them fighting in the United States of America, Chicago, Detroit. Everywhere you have Palestinians and the fake Jews over in this country, they fighting each other right as I speak. You got police for the whole New York going up and down. You got the Jews, so-called Jews on one side, and you got Palestinians on another. Where they at? In the United States of America. Right downtown, where there are more than 10,000 migrants residing in these hotels downtown. You got Jew on one side of the street, hundreds of police in the middle, Palestine on one side. Wait a minute, hold up. The war is over there. You see how ignorant us Negroes in this country is? The war is over there, but why is it right where you at? That's what you call spirit and truth, people. That's when you know spirit and truth. That's what these people on this devil platform who say they represent your most high, this is what they should be speaking. They ain't gonna speak it to you. They want to speak a lie so that they can get likes and subscribers. They want to deceive you. As Yeshua told the disciples, don't you be deceived. Who are you talking to? The disciples. Deborah, tell them, don't they be deceived. He ain't telling the world, don't be deceived. Y'all don't care about you being deceived. He's telling it to his disciples. He can care less of how deceived you're going to be. He's telling it to his own servants. Don't be deceived. That's why he can say it to me. I'm his servant. Deborah, don't you be deceived. They want to be deceived. Let them be deceived, but don't you be deceived. And because he's so, the Father is so greater in me, he ain't gonna let me no way. He ain't gonna let me no way. So when you get to Matthew chapter 24 and verse 7, nation shall rise against nation. Wait a minute, Father, y'all. They doing that in Babylon. What's going on, Deborah? The word is being fulfilled right before their face. And they lying about it. They talking about everything else. But when they setting up a war against war and they letting this here manifest in this country, guess what? After this here little thing settle, just a little bit, they're going to break out with a biochemical on y'all tails. They really, anytime people is saying, this is where you know the Negroes and the Gentiles and heathens is just as dumb in this country. They dumb, teaching dumb, blind, leading blind. Why? Anytime somebody can warn you that they're going to take out 50 million people, they're threatening you, they're warning you, and they're telling you what we're about to do. And we run around here living life like, we this. Let me get all the licenses. But baby, hold up. Where's your spirit and truth? Why ain't you speaking spirit and truth and life to the people so they be aware of what's going on? Oh, they ain't going to teach y'all that. They ain't going to come nowhere near it because you don't want it no way. Okay? So this is what happened. All of a sudden, the father was telling me, okay, now you seen the flood, Deborah. You see ain't nobody budged. Nobody ain't moved. You ain't hear nobody teach and preach that thing on this devil platform. You know, the beauty of it is YouTube and Facebook is millions, but the father won't let you hear one person teach it in spirit and truth. That's how narrow the gate, he said, that shall be fine. You have to find life. Life rests in the righteous one. You ain't gonna find that bad boy. Because you walking all up and down the earth thinking you're gonna find it because you want to focus on every issue of the world, and it has no detachment to the warning of preparing you with the days to come, the day to come, and the day that you're in. So when I see here verse 7, I'm like, okay, Father, there you go, a nation against nation. Negroes don't see no nation against nation because they've been killing each other for the longest. They have men ain't took care of their household, their children, their women, their jobs, ain't doing nothing. If you do your study, our Negro men ain't doing nothing in the world today outside of finding that canvas stuff to smoke, drinking, hoeing, getting women pregnant, messing with these young girls, sex trafficking. They doing everything wicked and evil, and y'all Negro tails out here supporting them 100 without bringing it. See, you support them when you don't bring it to the light. You support them. The Father said they are for, because they don't want to bring it to the light. They ain't gonna bring that to the light. They're gonna make these people think wrong is right and right is wrong when other races are doing things, but they ain't gonna bring it into their back that thing up into their own tribe. You see, he said that, Deborah, that's why I'm only putting 12,000 out of the tribe of Judah and out of all of them, 12,000. He said they too ignorant to see 12,000. It's like 1%. Look like that gate is as narrow as he said it is. Okay, so when you get into Matthew 24, you see him talking about nation against nation. It's because what you see today. What's going on today, y'all? You don't know. You don't know. You won't cut on the TV and see the reality of the truth of the word of the prophecies is already walking itself up and down. No, you're so busy about you and yours and how righteous you are, how just you are, how upright you are, how spirit and truth you are, how much light you got, and you ain't doing nothing but walking strictly into the darkness and don't even know it. Because that's what days we are in, the day of darkness. So now the war is over there as we see it on the news. And we so busy trying to catch up with it. Ooh, they doing this. They bombing this. And they doing this. And they doing this. Ooh, and they lying about even the people that's being killed. They lying. But where the truth going to come out at? Right in your land, Babylon. They backing Babylon up and bagging it down. Revelation chapter 18, verse 2. It bags up Matthew 24 and verse 7. It bagged that thing up and it bagged it down. This is how they gonna connect. What Babylon is falling and has fallen. Y'all just too ignorant to see it. And I thank the Most High Yah for marking his. Say, for instance, Sister Deborah ain't marked. If I ain't marked, so what? As long as my Father marked his. And if I'm going to speak spirit and truth with the light I think, I know, I feel I have, and I'm not marked, so what? Mark yours, Father. Mark yours, Father. I salute you, Father. If I'm not included, I still salute you. Mark yours, Father. Let your will continue to be done. Mark yours. And let all this other mess fall. If it got to be me, I'll fall with it. But mark yours, Father. I salute the fact that you marked yours. I honor and respect the fact that you got yours marked. Even if I'm not marked. Because this thing is real. So what happens? Ignorant people in this country can't see that the war over there that they're seeing on CNN, NBC, and all over YouTube, all over all the news, while you sitting your dumb, ignorant, stupid tail watching that, Babylon came down 2 or 3 notches. Why? Because Palestine and Israel, as Palestine and the fake Jews in the United States are warring up with each other right now as we speak. It will never change, y'all. It's gonna be on. Why? Matthew 24 and verse 7. Nation against nation. And if you ain't got sense to sit your dumb tails down and watch what's going on, watch the prophecies that's taking place, and grip what's going on, that's on you. Because Babylon didn't already fail. And if you want to think you're walking around here getting prepared for something else, baby, you ain't getting prepared for nothing but what is happening in this country. Because why these ignorant people, the Gentiles, the heathens, and the Negroes over in this country, the so-called tribe of Judah, you just as dumb can be if you can't see in spirit and truth. That's how dumb you are. Anybody that can't see in spirit and truth and don't have the light, dumb as dumb can be. Because what? They continue to walk in darkness, calling it the light, praising the darkness, honoring the darkness, worshiping the darkness, saluting the darkness, and walking straight in it as if it's right and light is wrong. So you see Chicago, you see in Detroit and all over the United States, the Palestine is now in the United States. Do y'all hear me? What's going on? You think it's over there? Gone. Didn't I tell you they gone? They thinking it's over there. They gone. The war is here in this country, y'all. What's going to happen? You're going to see that cease. That's going to cease. That's why he said, don't get caught up in that war, because that war, don't get caught up in it. It's a setup. It's a setup. Watch out. Watch out. It's too late. They brought the war to Babylon. The whole plan. The whole plan. What you mean, Deborah? Revelation 18, verse 2, Matthew 24, verse 7. It's on. Only thing about it, y'all, this sister wouldn't have never known. I thought it was going to be like the skinheads, the white supremacists, the KKK, the migrants, the Negroes. Negroes been killing each other for the beginning of time. They killing off all their tribes. They ain't gonna have no men, no women, or no nothing to fight with them. That's how small of a number that's going to be here to defend themselves, because God is not going to defend you, baby. I'm going to give y'all that message right here today. The Most High Yah is not going to defend you. He's not going to be a shield for you, nor a protection. So you can run your tail around here thinking that these fools are teaching you that the whole house of Israel getting out of here. We all getting up out of here. He's going to protect. No. Them days are over, baby. We're in that day he gave Satan and his crew. He's not going to protect you. You know why? He said, go only seal my servant. They don't understand that message. See, the angels knew exactly what he was talking about. The Father didn't commission his angels. It was 5 of them, 1 from the east and 4 from on the corners. He did not tell him to seal the saved ones, the Holy Ghost filled ones. He did not tell them the true Jews. He did not tell them the children of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He did not tell him the whole house of Israel and the tribe of Judah. He did not tell him that. He said, seal those that are my servants in them 12 tribes. I love it when he stepped in that realm, because he said, look, y'all been up and down. Y'all missed the main thing. The main thing he said in Revelation chapter 7, to seal my servant. Who are the servants? They are servants in the spirit. They're not servants in the flesh. So when you talking about 12 tribes of Simeon and 12 of Reuben and 12 of the tribe of Judah, guess what? That's why it's 1%. That's why he called it a small remnant coming up out of here. Because it really is. But they are what? They are servants from the inside, people. They are servants of the Most High from the spiritual being. They're not serving from the Most High in the flesh, in which you see on this devil platform. Those are not the servants. The servants are the ones within the spirit. Y'all call them his servants. Abraham, David, Solomon. Those people were his servants. Why? Because servants. That's why he didn't tell them to seal the house of Israel, the tribe of Judah. No, seal my servants in those tribes. See, we missed it. And we're going to keep on missing it. And it's okay to miss it. But it's also okay for me to get on this devil platform where you all bring your tales and tell you spirit and truth, whether you like it or not. If you don't like it, belt on over there where you can get some food for your darkness. Because over here, it's going to be strictly spirit and truth and the light. How about that? How about that? And furthermore, as you see in verse 7, Matthew 7, he's telling you it's going to be a time of purging. How do you think the healing is going to take place? If they start the war there, they knew where the war was going to end. You think that this war is happening over in China? You think this war is happening over in Europe? You think it's happening over in Russia? You think this war is happening in Germany? You think this war is happening anywhere in this world the way that it's happening on the land? Yes, it is. Right in the United States of America, where Revelation says Babylon is falling. You see? Because it has to take on the war that you're seeing and you're looking at, trying to figure out when it's going to happen. They're going to do this. They bombing this. They lying about the death, y'all. I've noticed that when they do deaths, you normally see the bodies that they're taking away. You see gewgaws up. That's why you know they lie. All these hundreds of this country have showed you only what they wanted you to see. That's called deception. They have deceived you to the mass to where you can't see nothing about this country but everything they do right. That's why I know that this is the dumbest country on the face of the earth. But I didn't know that today. I always knew that. Even as a teenager, I used to always say, how could China have this type of technology? They don't have that here. But we, as a people, we put this here country on a pedestal because it killed, steal, and destroyed everything it put its hands to. This country was created to kill, steal, and destroy. And we praise it. We boasted, we participated in making it look like it's all that and something, make it look like it's right and everybody is wrong all around us. They bothered us. They took this from us. And this country been taking all our lives, women, children, everything, ever since it's existed. But we as a people have supported them 100 times. And guess what? Now it's on. It's a reason why this country must go down. Because while you was ignoring it, lying and supporting this wicked in this country, the Father was already said, check, I got this one. Check, I got this one. Check, I got this one. When did he get it? Before the foundation of the world, he knew this country was going to be rotten. And he knew it was going to be supported by the right hand of Satan, the ones that Satan chose to be his right hand, which is the Roman Catholics. They the one placed the United States as the crutch of Israel. Mm-hmm. As the crutch of Israel. Y'all so far from truth because you believe the lies is what people most likely desire to eat. The lies. They don't want the truth. They don't want spirit and truth, and they don't want the light. And when you don't want the light nor the spirit and truth, yeah, you about right. You about right. You about right. And you are about right. Walk your tail up in that darkness. Continue to see the day which belongs to darkness, which is Satan. He don't let you see it. He already letting Sister Deborah didn't see it. And I'm trying to if it had not been for his spirit gift of endurance and long suffering, where would I be? I'll be 6 foot under because I couldn't handle it. But I thank him for that, giving me that to be able to continue to run in the lane in which he had prepared for me. So when you go to Matthew 24, verse 7, there it is. It's telling you. After all these things is so highly, then you're going to start to see the famine, the pestilence, and earthquakes with an S in diverse places. Where? Guess where it's going to be, y'all? Right in Babylon. Matthew 24, verse 7 is speaking to Babylon. It's speaking all over the world, but mainly to Babylon. It's touch tag in Revelation 18. That's what's going on here, y'all. Just imagine. Now they got the fake Jews The synagogue of Satan fighting against the Palestinians here in this country. Check it out. New York, Chicago, California, Texas. This is what they doing. Yeah, I ain't paying no attention. See, you also doing nosy and so sick in your flesh. You so busy seeing drama in your flesh and reminiscing on it to where you see the war over there and can't see the war within where you at. Because you're so anxious to see chaos. Chaos so anxious to see its friend, you. You can't see spirit and truth of what's going on. The war is here, baby. Even when that has ceased, it's going to be right here in this land. It ain't going nowhere. It's going to fulfill Matthew's chapter 24, verse 7. Nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom. And there should be famine and pestilence, earthquakes in diverse places. Why? Why would they come? That is the product of the outcome of when all the chaos has hit. Nobody's going to want to go to work. All they want to do is war. That's all they're going to want to do. Kill, steal, and war with each other. It is the purge in a form you ain't never, ever, ever gave a thought to. Within, not out. That means ain't nobody bothering you on the outside, y'all. All that's a lie. They fed y'all. Ain't nobody never done anything to the United Snakes of America. Ain't never done nothing to them. But you all have lied and supported them in it to cover it up, especially the Gentiles and the heathens. But it didn't make it no better for Judah to do it when he knew that, not that he knew, but he should have had some sense of understanding after he come to even any light, any knowledge, or any awakening. That, wait a minute, y'all, this is them. Let us pull up and get right. We've been wrong a long time. I sit back and I look at how ME has been since the beginning of time. Because when he created Adam by himself, he put him in the garden. He said, wait a minute, hold up. Everything was good until now. I see man there. Look like he took off his crown. Wait a minute, it's not good. Let me bring woman in. See, y'all never would have thought of it like that. Because I did. I said, wait a minute. From Genesis 1:1, you've been talking about it is good. Where along the line, now it's no good. Because, man, you set man yourself, Father, y'all, in the garden. And now you say it is not good that he be alone. What's going on with him? He took his crown off right then and there. Because he wanted to serve, not God, but Satan from the beginning. And whatever he did, he had already checked that box. So when woman came on the scene, she checked that box too. Both of them was already mission for the tree of knowledge and good and evil. Don't let nobody make a fool out of you all your life. Let them make a fool out of you 99.9% of your life. Take that 1% and look into that. Heaven said already mark them in and mark them out. If not, he would have left the tree of knowledge of good and evil out of the midst. Y'all don't get it. Heaven already orchestrated this stuff. Y'all playing patty cake, baker, man. It's going to get better today, and it's going to stand. Use a lie from the pit of a hell. Anybody telling you that it's going to get better, or you do this, it's going to be this, it's going to be this, or it's going to be like this, it's going to be like this. Just imagine if Noah had to go down there and tell those people, or if you only just do this, it's going to get better if you do this here. If you plant, if you build, if you crop, if you save, if you do this down here, it's going to get better. You ain't going to die. You's a fool, and you some kind of fool. That's how far from truth people are. You think I give a rat's behind a care about who on my page? I could care less. That's how far in truth I am. I rest in, and I shall reside. I'm not going to sit here and tell you no bunch of lies just so I get likes and subscribers. That's why the snake has a tendency of slithering all over the place when he get to my page, because he know, she ain't finna crush my head. I don't blame you. Because that's what it is. People don't want you to mess with their head. Because that's where the truth gonna come in. They don't want you to bother this. You ain't finna crush what I already believe. You ain't finna wound what I already accept. You ain't finna mess with no darkness that I already walk in. You better get on out of here. I'm finna slither on in and slither on out. I'm in the wrong place. You doing right, you are. And you at the wrong time. So, you want to know what's going on in the world today? While y'all clowning for what's going on over in other. I was in my store and the lady come bringing that mess in there. Look, baby, look, pull up Revelation. Here go chapter 3, verse 9. Here go chapter 2, verse 9. You're going to tell me this fight that's over there in Israel is not the synagogue of Satan? Ishmael just in trouble. He's fighting the synagogue of Satan. Why is it the synagogue of Satan? Because all four corners are supporting Israel. That's over there. All four corners. It's the synagogue of Satan. This is the part that confuses me. And it confuses me, but I don't ever expound on it because I know he told me, but I don't know. There is something up under the ground of that land where they are residing today. And it is off the chain. So when he said a synagogue, you know what he's talking about? You just don't know. The Father know what he's talking about when he want me to expound on that in the spirit of truth. There's something going on that could be the headquarters of where the beast is at, the Antichrist, the false prophet. They live and breathe underneath there. It is the synagogue. The synagogue is a place. You see? And you want me, let me bust all y'all bubbles out there. You got these horse mouths on this devil platform trying to bring you all some truth. The truth of the whole matter. Let me tell you something in spirit and truth. And that is this. Back y'all tails up and back y'all tails down. And wait to see the promised land that the Father is going to bring us to. Sit y'all loud mouth, ugly tails down. Ain't teaching these people no spirit and truth, but then you know where the promised land is at. Sit your monkey mouths down. You don't know nothing. Because if you don't know spirit and truth, you should see what type of creature you are in Satan. If you don't know spirit and truth now. You need to look in the mirror and see what kind of creature you really are in Satan. Because if you don't know spirit and truth and no light is in you, then you are what? Satan's seed. And you need to go to the mirror and really see who you are. It's now one of us could be caught up in no promised land. Where is that? Where it's going to be? Where are we going? Where is it? Over here. It's over here. Sit your tails down and wait on the Most High God. Only he himself knows. Christ don't even know. I mean, not Christ. Yeshua don't even know. So what makes you think you going to nail it down here where it's at? Sit your tail down. You ain't deserving to go in no way. Nor am I. Sit our tails down and give him glory and give him honor and give him praise for whatever he got planned for us. And stop trying to master his will to the point of knowing where everything is at. Wherever it's at, shut your mouth and let him lead and guide you wherever he want to take you. That's if you count it in. You might not even be counted in. It gets sickening and sickening as this DAY go. Because I know it's the day of Satan. He's having a Wayne Dang Doodle time. I sit back and watch everything going on and have to endure it, suffer it. Because I know it ain't no righteous in it. But I have to sit and know that this is still yet the will of the Father. This need be, Deborah. People running around here trying to tell you where the promised land. Sit your tail down. You ain't prepared for it. You ain't ready for it. You ain't cleaned up for it. You ain't ready for it. Ain't nothing about you ready for no promised land. Not coming from my Most High God. You don't even have no light on this side. No spirit and truth. But how should you know where the promised land is at? Promise your tail somewhere and sit down. And I'm talking to the people out here with all this nonsense, leading these multitude of people through the broad gate, and they got going through the broad gate with their eyes wide open, pitch dark, and they going still. But yet they know where the promised land, and they ministering to y'all lost people. The promised land is this way, that way. Come go. Here it is. I know the way. You don't know nothing. That's how messed up people are today. Lost without a cause, and cars ain't looking for them because they ain't got sense enough. Talking about what's going on today. You need to wake up. No, you don't need to wake up. It's over. It's finished. I, Sister Deborah, say to you all, it is over. It is finished. And furthermore, I'm going to go on and say, Matthew chapter 24 and verse 7 is speaking of the war within Babylon. Something you all have never been taught by Maureen, seers, watchmen, pastors, bishops, evangelists, prophets, prophetess, and priests. Y'all haven't been told that the war is within y'all, within this country. That's why they over there fighting. But you know what? Now one of you had the sense enough to see the fight is on this ground. Because while they're fighting, your own people, I forgot, the tribe of Judah been fighting each other, killing each other. So that's become the norm for y'all. Y'all it don't even fade y'all that when your people are doing stuff wrong, you call it right. You call everything your nation Judah do, you call it right. Everything. I don't care how wrong these men are, the men call it right. No matter how wrong the women are, the women call it right. Oh, the children's okay. The good, the kids are good. They good. I heard this one woman sit and say they the fallen angels, the children are. I'm like, why are we caught up in all that type of crap and can't see the reality of spirit and truth that's happening right before our eyes? You all. Matthew chapter 24 and 7 is saying there's a war that you don't need to be caught up in when it's saying wars and rumors of wars. He telling you that's not it, y'all. It's the war within. Even though they showing y'all one thing, but one thing y'all, they're not really showing y'all. You saying all these death and all they doing this here. Why is it all that is going on? But yet when we see it through the eyes of what this United Snake want us to see, we don't see it producing and being portrayed outside of smoke. And we over here hooping and hollering about, oh, it's a war. Oh, they warring against. But then you missed it. You don't see the war in New York. You don't see the war in Chicago. You mean you don't see the war in California? You don't see the war in Texas? The war, where you see a war, Deborah? The same war over there is being fought right on your land. Go on to your YouTube. See if you can see. Go on to NBC. Go on to no, they might not even show it. You know what? They might not even be showing it to you all. The Spirit showed it to me. So they might not even be showing it to y'all. Because they don't feel y'all got sense enough to see it no way. That might be right. I never thought of it like that. Wow, but it's too visual. You can see it. It's plain in view. But Deborah, they don't want you to know it. They don't want them to know it. That's how dumb the people in this country is, along with the tribe of Judah. Just as dumb can be. They can't see it, everything going on before them. Because anytime somebody can bring that many migrants into your country without you saying a word, but then here you got Negroes that you enslaved and did, you won't even give them reparation or whatever, won't even give them a loaf of bread, but you're going to bring millions of people from other countries, and people thinking these people are just fleeing because their country did this to it. Baby, y'all fools. Y'all fools. Revelation 18 lets you know these are people who going to they are habitation of devils. There are devils coming over here. That's a war in itself. Because they got about 8 different countries, maybe more than that, that's housed in New York and Chicago, all over. 8 different nations. Then you get in New York. Now the Palestinians and the fake Jews are warring against each other. In New York, in Chicago. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a war in a war. We ain't gonna see nothing no better. It's going to exceed and it's going to get worse and worse and worse because he got to fulfill what has been prophesied. So I, Sister Deborah, say a lot of this stuff they teaching y'all on this devil platform is to deceive you and get your focus off of really what's going on in Revelation 18 with this country, because they brought everything in to this country to fulfill Revelation 18, and you all didn't even see it coming. That's sad. I call it real sad because it hurts me to see a bunch of people try to fake themselves to be something in Yah. You know, and they playing it for all it's worth and don't understand. How can you be anything in Yah you cannot see? You cannot hear. You can't discern. You have no gifts of the Spirit. You have nothing. No sense of anything that has to do with the Spirit of the Most High Yah and His servants. But yet you want to be included in it as if, oh, I can fake it. I can pretend. So I say to you, good luck. This is going to be listed as part 2. What's going on? Shalom and shalom.